Your heart was proud because of your beauty. Ezekiel 28:17. Empires rise. Empires fall. But some are erased. This is the Watchman record. Imagine a city that believed it was invincible. Not because of its massive armies or because it was favored by the gods, but because of where it was built. This was the city of Tyre. It sat on an island, a fortress surrounded by the vast protective embrace of the sea. For centuries, this strategic location made it a powerhouse of the ancient world. Tyre's wealth was legendary. Its powerful fleet of ships dominated the Mediterranean, carrying priceless goods from every corner of the known world. Purple dye, cedarwood, glass, you name it, Tyre traded it. This immense prosperity built a city of wonders. Imagine towering walls rising defiantly straight from the water's edge, a skyline of magnificent temples and palaces that glittered under the sun. The people of Tyre walked their streets with confidence, believing their island home was a sanctuary, a place beyond the reach of any conqueror. They didn't just feel safe. They felt untouchable. Destruction was a fate for other, lesser cities on the mainland, not for them. And then, a voice of prophecy echoed through the ancient world, carrying a message that was every city's worst nightmare. This prophet's words were chillingly specific. He didn't just predict that Tyre would fall in battle, many cities fall. No, the prophecy declared something far more terrifying. It said Tyre would be scraped down to the bare, naked rock it was built on. Its grand stones, its mighty walls, and its beautiful homes would all be torn down and thrown into the sea. The prophecy foretold a complete and utter annihilation. The place where this magnificent city once stood would be left empty, a barren rock for fishermen to dry their nets. It wouldn't just be abandoned or conquered. It would be erased from the face of the earth, as if it had never existed at all. It was a prediction so audacious, so absolute, that it seemed impossible. But history was about to take a very strange turn. Around 586 BC, while Jerusalem was falling, the prophet Ezekiel recorded a message against Tyre. I am against you, Tyre, and I will bring many nations against you, like the sea casting up its waves. Ezekiel 26:3. Not one nation, but many. Ezekiel continues. They will destroy the walls of Tyre and pull down her towers. I will scrape away her rubble and make her a bare rock. Ezekiel 26:4. Then something even more specific. They will throw your stones and timber and rubble into the sea. Ezekiel 26:12. And finally, you will be a place to spread fishing nets. You will never be rebuilt. Ezekiel 26:14. And this was not poetic language. It was architectural. Did you know the ancient city of Tyre was actually two separate cities? You had the mainland part, which was pretty standard, but then there was the island fortress, just half a mile offshore. Now, that was the real challenge for any conqueror. Picture this, a city completely surrounded by water, constantly resupplied by a fleet of ships and guarded by enormous towering walls. It was a military nightmare. Ancient historians looked at Tyre and basically said, nope, that's unconquerable. They believed that even if someone managed to attack it, the siege would take forever, and they'd never truly capture the whole thing. Or so they thought. The story of how this unconquerable city finally fell is one for the history books. Have you ever heard of a prophecy that seemed to fail, but actually came true in a way no one expected? Let's travel back to 586 BC. The mighty king of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar, decided to conquer the wealthy city of Tyre. He laid siege to the mainland part of the city for an exhausting 13 years. He eventually destroyed it. But the island fortress of Tyre, the heart of its wealth, remained untouched. The prophet Ezekiel even noted this, saying Nebuchadnezzar and his army labored hard against Tyre, yet received no wages for their efforts. To many, it looked like the prophecy of Tyre's total destruction had failed. But here's the twist. Ezekiel's prophecy didn't say one king would do it. He said many nations would come against Tyre like waves of the sea. Nebuchadnezzar was just the first wave. Have you ever heard of the ancient city of Tyre? For centuries it was a powerhouse, a wealthy coastal city that seemed untouchable. But the prophet Ezekiel delivered a chilling prophecy. Tyre, stones and timber would be thrown into the sea. Fast forward 200 years to 332 BC. Alexander the Great arrives, determined to conquer the city. The problem? Tyre was now on an island, a seemingly impregnable fortress. So what did Alexander do? Something absolutely audacious. He commanded his army to dismantle the ruins of the old mainland city, stone by stone, and cast them into the water. He built a massive land bridge, a causeway, straight to the island's walls. Just as the prophecy foretold. The island fell, its people were slaughtered, and the once mighty Tyre was changed forever. Today, that causeway has turned Tyre into a peninsula. And if you visit the site of the original powerful island city, it's just as described: bare rock. Fishermen still cast their nets there. A modern city of Tyre exists nearby, but the ancient site remains a stark, silent testament to a prophecy fulfilled. It's a powerful reminder of history's echoes. Thanks for watching, and if you found this interesting, don't forget to subscribe for more.